Hello, everyone.
Hello
Welcome to
everyone.
the third week of Android development track by Developer Student Community Mozilla Durg and KUG Durg presents Developer Days, Platform Partner Davefolio, Authentication Partner Saul App, supported by Script Foundation and Streaming Partner StreamYard. Yeah, Rahul.
Hello everyone. Uh, before proceeding, we will have some announcements. That is, first is for the Bitcoin giveaway. We will having a giveaway of the Bitcoin of in INR 50 rupees worth. And another important update is like we are extending the week to submission deadline. Before that, it is 10th September, but now 9th September, but now we are extending it till 11th September. Um, that's it
Yeah.
from our side, and yeah, Suresh.
In the last sessions of Android development, we have learned about MVVM architectures, basics of our Kotlin we have started from, and then we have done MVVM architecture and we have done API calling. So now we will be developing a full stack app in which we will be using Firebase as a backend. So today we'll be mostly doing the UI part and front end part of that app. So let's call our amazing speaker Akshay, who is an Android developer at CloudWalker. Hi Akshay.
Hello everyone. Good evening.
Hi, hi.
Good
So
evening.
over to you, Akshay.
Okay. Hello everyone. Myself Akshay Sawant, and I am from Mumbai, and I work as an Android developer at CloudWalker Technologies. I have an experience of around more than 3.5 years, and I will be sharing some of my knowledge which I have learned by many tricks and very different types of methods. So I'll be sharing my knowledge by means of creating a simple application which will guide you to learn some of the new things like new architectures like navigation architecture component or the MVVM architecture pattern which you must have been learned in the last session. So we'll be continuing the same in this session too, but there will be a different perspective. Like we will be creating a complete application which will be of about blood donation. So it will contain some screens like around 5 to 6 screens or max to max 7 to 8 screens, and we will go through some of the basic tricks and coding styles to like cover up the MVVM architecture and the other things so we can make our application very smooth and easy with simple types of animations and all. So I'll be sharing my screen and we will see how we can continue from that part. Okay. So we will start from the fresh like to create an application, we have to start from the empty activity by selecting it. So I'll just select this. I'll name it as blood health demo. So I've already defined the name over here, and the package name can be anything like whatever you want. You can store it at any location, whatever the minimum SDK level you want to add it, you can have it. And the default language will be Kotlin. If you want to do it in Java, then suit yourself, but I'll be proceeding with the Kotlin programming language. So let's start. So as you can see, the project has started loading its files. In this application, I'll just use some of the required libraries which I have already selected. I will just drop those libraries in my Gradle file. I will not hardcode or type over it, and you will get all those libraries in the description. So you can refer the description and get all the required things. Later on, we will provide the whole resource code which everyone can refer and learn from it. So let's see. Okay, so the system is a bit slow. So I'll just guide everyone with the required libraries that I have selected over here. So in this
Hi
project, we
Akshay.
will be using the
Ak-
plugins
Akshay.
like the top two plugins will be provided by the Android Studio itself, which says about the Android application and the programming language which we are going to use. The second one is for the Android extensions, means whatever the extensions we are using along with the Kotlin programming language. For those, we are going to use uh, Kotlin extension. Next is the cap plugin, which will provide us the features related to navigation architecture and all. And the last one is the SafeArcs Kotlin navigation architecture plugin, which will provide us a feature related to like passing data from one screen to another screen. So we will see if we are going to use it or not, but still we will keep it over here. Next, we have some major libraries like if you want to use the navigation architecture, then we can refer it to here. This library will help us. Then the live data for the MVVM architecture, we will need the live data libraries, and to create our UI part, we will be following the material design guidelines, so we will require the materials library. Next, for the Kotlin SafeArcs plugin support, we will need to inject this class path into our project modular Gradle file, and also we will require some of the colors. Like I have selected some of the colors, so these colors we will use in our project. Then there is a dimension file which we will just fetch it from my GitHub repository. So it's not over here. So we will just fetch it from some of my projects. So it will be very handy to like code as quick as possible. So as you can see, our project is already been loaded successfully, but still it's analyzing the top right corner. So let's just solve this issue. As you can see, I'm currently in the module level build.gradle file. So at the top, we need to inject our required plugins. So I'll just go over here and fetch the required plugins like this, three of them, and just inject it over here. I just keep the above part as same. Then I just take these libraries, put it over here. Okay, some of the indentation part, then I'll provide a specific version to the JUnit version, so it won't provide me any kind of warning. So you can see over here there is a green tick mark. Previously, before that, they were showing a yellow kind of warning type of thing, like you can see over here. So it says that there is one warning, and that warning we can see over here. So I'll just replace it and specify a specific version. Then I'll go to the project level Gradle file, and I'll just pick the required SafeArcs plugin and put it over here. So I guess my work related to these things has been done. I just think the project. Okay. So till now we have injected all the required libraries which are needed to create our simple blood donation application. So the project has been synced properly. I'll just close this. Then let's see, there is still analyzing part going on. I'll just go to my settings, close this to tools, together. Okay, still the same. Okay, the analyzing has been completed. So we can start our project now. So first of all, we will create our navigation file. First, we are going to use the navigation architecture, but first I'll just ingest some of the required colors. So I'll just go over here and fetch this. Everyone will get the resource code in the description, or we will send you by the GitHub repository, so don't worry about the resources. So I've just injected the required colors which I wanted over here in the color section. I just needed the dimensions, so I'll just go into my GitHub repository. I'll just go into this, some of my projects, and mm, I've written a code related to dimensions which I can use in the entire project, so I don't have to like. So I just create a file over here, name diamonds, and I'll just copy the whole code and inject it over here. These are the required dimensions. So now we can proceed with our project. So the next thing is we have to create a navigation file. So this architecture is completely based on Google's recommendation, where they say that you have to create an application where there will be only one single activity and rest of the screens will be dependent upon the fragment. Means only single activity and rest of the screens, rest of the UI will be created or made up of fragments, which will make it easier for a project to load or navigate from one screen to another, and there will be no issue related to like backstack handling, like I have to go from this screen to this screen or this screen to back to this screen, or
So
if I
sorry
want
to
to kill
interrupt you,
my
Akshay. Sorry to
what?
interrupt you. Can you please uh, extend the font size?
Okay,
Can you make the font size little bigger because it's not visible in the video?
okay. Is it visible now?
Um, Actually, in the notepad, it's not like increased.
Over here.
Just let me check.
Okay. Let's see.
Go into the editor option.
Okay. Okay, you mean to say the main coding part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the font size. Here it is.
Okay. So, say, should have this method. Is it visible now?
No, nothing happened. You actually you haven't applied to it.
No, I have applied it. Yes. I have changed. The font size has been changed. The editor part.
Yeah, go inside the editor option and then you will find one. Yeah,
It's the editor part.
yeah, inside the
Inside the.
font.
Okay,
Just
okay.
yeah, this one.
Is it now visible?
Yeah, make it 20. Make it 20.
Okay. Now?
Yeah, now it's better. Now it's better. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, fine. We'll just proceed now. So first we will create the navigation file to this. I'll name it nav name. Then I'll just select the navigation. To get this option, you need to inject the navigation library, which I have injected in the build.gradle file, project level build.gradle file. If you don't do that part, then you won't get the option over here as the navigation. There will be only simple options like rest of the things which you can see, but there won't be any navigation option. So to get this option, you have to inject that library. Until and unless you won't do it, it won't appear in this section. So now we will just click OK. Then you can see under the rest folder we get a navigation folder, and under the navigation folder we have the nav underscore mean file. The nav underscore mean file is similar to like the storyboard which we use in the export to make the iOS application. If anyone has referred or gone through the export tool, they must know about the storyboard. So it is similar to that. We will just use this storyboard to like navigate or create some paths to navigate from one screen to another. So just leave this thing as it is over here. Now, first of all, we will go and change the color over here. Like this one will get red dark. Then we change it to red light. This one I'll keep it same as it is. I just change this one to red light. Okay. Then to begin with, to start the application properly, we will create splash screen and all, and some of the required keys. We will do that part later. So now we will just change this to no action bar and we'll go into this file, we'll check everything is okay. Then I'll come to the dark mode. I just choose the same thing here. Let's red light and red bar. Okay, if we don't need to change anything, we can keep it as it is, like this. It won't give any issues related to our UI as we are not going to implement the dark mode in our application. So we just make changes only into the theme.xml file for the light mode. So for the next part, to make our application, and just open up my main package and I'll just create another package into it named UI and other one is going to be util. Util means the necessary files which we need. I'll just cut this file and paste it to UI package so it will shift over there. So let's see, has it shifted? It will shift automatically so we don't have to query. Next, I'll just create some of the required things. Util, first I'll just explain about the util. Util is basically a package where we are going to store all the required files like to store our temporary data or like some of the uh, reusable functions or the navigation handler or whatever the things you will see in a bit, few moments or something. So I'll just start by creating a simple file. First I'll create a event file. So this will be named as event. The file will be an open file and using generics over here in Kotlin, you can check what is generics if you have learned in Java. So you must be knowing about the generics. So I'll just create a content over here. Next, I'll create a variable name as in handle and declare it false. Then there will be a set variable cannot get contain if not handle function which will return t. And is write return if else has been handled equal to true and content and this will be null. Sorry. So basically, this file uh, is being created to observe like whatever the events I have handled or not. Means like if I have gone through this screen or not gone through this screen, so do I have to handle or not? Do I have to get back to the screen? It's like do I have to backtrack or not? So for those purpose, to keep a track on those things like the navigation or the event part or like tracking the data we will need in this file. So it will make our lives pretty easy. Next, I'll create this class. It will be our event observer. It will observe whatever the events which we are going to trigger. So I'll just make it private and there will be on event on handle content. This is going to be this unit the observer. So we're going to inject the observer. The observer will handle the events which we have created about the class equals this. So we have created another class over here. So the next part is we have to implement this class. So I'll just override the function. Change an event, and this is going to be get content handle. Next, I'll just check for the null, and here on event I'll pass it. Okay, so this thing is done pretty smoothly. So okay, there is still an error, so we'll check out later. We'll proceed with our code. Actually, there is an error due to injecting wrong file. So I'll just import the correct one. Index dot lifecycle dot observer. This is the correct one, and the error is gone. So this file will be used to handle all the events and whatever the things which we are going to trigger, like the button event or anything related to other things. We have event class. Next, we will create the fragment extension class where we will need a view model factory. Okay, we will create it later. I'll just create the shared reference file where we will handle the temporary data related to our project which we want to store like login token and all. So we will need the context over here. Then I create login token file. Okay. Next I will create another key for login token. Save login token. Then to edit our preference file, we need to create a preference editor. We will use the context, create shared preferences, and use the login reference file over here. Then context dot node private. Next, we will create a login token variable where we will store and get. This variable will be used as get and set the login token. So this will be get function. Reference editor dot get boolean. I use the key to get the data and store it over here. The by default value will be false if I have logged in or not. Next, there will be the set value to store the get the value and store it into our temporary data, which is known as the shared reference. Edit, I'll just edit and use the put boolean because we are going to store the boolean value. I'll use the same key and store the value. And finally, I'll just apply the data to it. The value is same as this. I've used the same value and applied it over here to save the data. So my shared reference part is also completed. Next will be our view extensions file. View extension. So actually I don't need to create a file, sorry, the class. I just make it a file. I will store the required things over here like if you want to show or display stores. So I just create a common stores for the entire application. Context, you will get the message with the data type of string. Now the context So now and the last, which is timeline, which will be of type int. So the next thing, I just need to create a default source over here. I'll just fetch whatever the things which I mentioned in my parameters. Just fetch those things timeline. Sure. So you'll see if you want to use it or not. If you don't need to use it, then we'll scrap the close function. But I am definite about like we are going to use the snack bar. So let's see. This is a snack bar function. We will use the snack bar text in the form of string for the messages to display. Then the time length in the format of string. Then the snack bar equals to the real snack bar dot make. We will just use this for the context and then the snack bar text for the message and the timeline. Okay, okay, here we have the next we will create a view variable to store the snack bars view. Then I'll create a params variable where I just get the end view and I need to get the parameters of the UI file to display the snack bar into the screen. So I'll just use the layout params. Then and params dot I need to get the gravity where I have to show my snack bar. I have to display it at the bottom of my screen, not at the left or right or at the top. I just need to show at the bottom, similar to that of the toast. So I'll just give it a property to display with the gravity of bottom. Next, we will apply the params to the layout params equal to m params. Then the snack bar, I'll just give a animation mode equals to base transient bottom bar animation for animation mode which will be fade. Then the snack bar, I'll just make it run. Then we will add some callbacks. I'll create direct objects of the snack bar over here to get the callbacks. Okay. So this is the thing which we have done till now. I'll just write some methods over here which will be on show and on dismiss. I'll just select them on show and on dismiss. I'll just remove these functions for now because we don't need it. Then I'll just come over here and called the show. This function is necessary. If you don't write this function at the last of the snack bar run scope, your snack bar won't be visible. Even if you have written all the hectic code like this much, and if you forward the single part like calling this function, the snack bar won't be visible. If you come across related to such kind of issue, then make sure to check that have you mentioned the show function or not. If you haven't, then we just have to add this. So we have we are done with the view extension file right now. So whatever the required files, necessary files we needed to create our applications is done. So we will just start with our main UI part. I'll just create mm, like I'll just create another package into UI which will be signing, and in that package, sorry, I'll just name sign fragment. It will give us three files. This is the which means the logical file .ap. This will be our XML file, and this is going to be our view model file where we are going to create all our required functions, and those functions will be configured into this file like triggering and all. So let's finish it and see what we get. So as you can see, after creating we get this file. So I'll just remove this part which is not necessary right now. I'll just close that file. You can see we will get something like this. After creating the sign fragment, I'll just create another which will be like sign up package, and into that I create another fragment with a view model named sign up view model. So now we have two screens, sign up file and the sign in file. Let's remove the unwanted part. I'll just keep those things over here. I'll just go to the main activity screen, which okay, so we have already opened the screen. Let's create a UI over here, basic UI which we I just need this part. Okay, now here I needed uh, coordinator layout. I'll just close this side so you can see UI properly. Okay, so the code is visible right now. So I'll just remove this thing. Okay, so I'll just create a bar layout as quick as possible over here. So this is going to be transparent, then it will be wrap content. Let's see, I'll give ID. I'll just type all the code over here like I'll just create another file. This is going to be the content name. So here I'll create a fragment. Which will be instant layout. Instant layout. And we will connect our nav graph to this fragment container using the navmin file. I just connect this to each corner like parent, then gain end to end, then top to the parent, then we have the bottom navigation. This is going to be constant layout, graph contain, then it is going to be label selected. Visibility means whenever the bottom navigation will be clicked, the label will be selected. Label will be visible on selection. So start to stop. Okay. Then I'll just connect this to bottom navigation mean. So as you can see in my top left side, then we go over here. Then there will be a layout behavior file which will be advanced scrolling behavior, and I'll show it in activity main to display this having this here and include that file. Okay, select the content name. As you can see, I have included the file over here. The next part is okay, I just set up let's go over here and include the files. I need to learn the sign up. Now as you can see, my sign in fragment will be my start destination. So I'll just close this file and come over here. I'll just change it to, sorry. Now let's go into the main activity file. I'll just wrap up the code as quickly as possible. There will be a nav controller main file which will control our navigation to navigate like from one screen to another. Then there will be another app bar configuration file. Okay. Then we will call the shared preference over here like this. And we will need to store and login token. So login token calls. Then we need to provide a dynamic destination according to our login token. Means if we don't have the login token as true, means if the user has not been logged in properly, so it will redirect it to the sign in screen, or if the user has been previously logged in properly, it will show the home screen directly. So let's bind the code over here. Toolbar name. Then I'll just action bar like toolbar name. I just needed the proper toolbar. I'll just import and correct it. Complete dot visit dot toolbar. So this is the required toolbar. So the error has gone. The button navigation view. required in content. So I'll just provide the activity of this class, then the login to share preference. Sorry, share preference, and I'll just fetch the login token over here and provide the destination. Just use the bank fees and I just write if the login token is true, it will redirect to the like home fragment. Just comment it. Fragment else part will be ID of sign fragment. This is going to be known as selected fragment. For temporarily, I just comment this part. Get over. Next, we will take nav controller. I will try to segment the host. Get the map our configuration to handle our slide set of files. So I'm just include it like this and just mention it over here too. Later we will edit the app configuration as we include our home fragment and the rest of the files. So for now we will keep it as it is. Next up is set up action bar with nav controller. So I will include the nav controller in the app bar configuration. Then the bottom navigation file nav controller. I'll include the nav controller over here. Nav controller name. We just add the destination change listener. It requires instance. So I'll just come in here and use the destination change listener. Now I will include the navigator function. This I'll edit it. We have to handle our backstack navigation, like we need the back buttons and all if necessary. If we create the nesting files, so navigate. This is done. Maybe file on support. Maybe is done. And include the file over here. Just like this. There is a destination as our destination changes, we will handle our action bar and other things. So I'll just add the else part over here, and according to that, I'll make changes to our UI. So the rest of the part will be done later. We have error over here. And then the to so I'll just temporarily comment it for now because we haven't created our bottom navigation, so we don't require it right now. So as you can see, our application is ready for the basic purpose. So I'll just connect the application and run it in front of you and show it to you how does it look like. Okay, so let's mirror our screen. So as you can see, my screen is visible over here like this. And just run the application. say the toolbar cannot be of okay. I have included a normal toolbar, so I have to change it. We will get an option over here for Android. It's okay. So this should be our toolbar. Let's see if there is any kind of error. As you can see, our application is loading, but it shows a different color. So I just change our background color to white. And now we will also create a splash screen. Okay, like this. Which let's see our file info. Okay, so as you can see, our application is created. I'll just show the splash page over here once again. So you can see our application is created properly. So as you see, there was a splash page in our application, and we have created the necessary files till now. Whatever the necessary files we needed, we have created over here. So for the next things like creating the UI related to sign in and all sign up screen, we will be seeing those things into our next session, which will be held tomorrow. So I guess till this we will conclude it and see the other things later. So as you can see again, the flash screen is visible and our application is running properly. So there is no error related to our application. We just need to make some changes like the colors and need to implement the UI part into it. Later we will see all the forms and whatever the data we will inject into it using our Firebase data, and those things will be visible into our application. So for now, we will conclude this part and continue tomorrow. So thank you for this session, and
Okay.
I hope you everyone like it. And if there is any issue or any questions related to the today's session, so you can comment and ask me about it. You can connect me on like on my LinkedIn or on my Twitter, or you can also message me on my social media channel like Instagram and all. So thank you for today.
Okay, thank you, Akshay. So, if anyone have any question related to today's session, they can ask in the chat. And talking about the Bitcoin giveaway, we have the winners over here. So we have Sanket Mathur, Palak Singhania, Mayank Ujwane, Kamlakant Thakur, Sanjay S. So these are the winners of Bitcoin giveaway. They will get the vouchers via email. And a quick reminder that the submission for week 2 challenges has been extended to 11 September. Now coming on to the questions, we have one question for Akshay from Sahil.
Okay.
What
Okay.
is include layout? What is the include layout for?
Include layout, we can say it is not a layout, it is kind of view. So whatever we use into an XML file, it is not mentioned as the layout, it is mentioned as the view. Means, whatever the things which we see into our angle brackets, like the constraint layout and all, those are the layouts. The layout is different and the views are the different. Views help us to like render some things or to create something. So the include view is used to include other files into an XML file. Like I want to include file B into a file A. So as you have seen that I have created a content main file which will be holding a container related to fragment, and on those fragment containers we will be replacing our other screens like sign in screen or sign up screen. So the content main file is included into our this file, which is known as the activity main. So the layout related to that will be visible tomorrow. So don't worry about it. I'll just explain it in detail. So for now, you can like understand it like if I want to include something into some other file, like mixing second file into the first file. So that concept will be clear out by using the same scenario, like getting one file and attaching into another. So that's the include. You can get the documentation into the developers.android.com website. It will like provide you some examples also.
Okay, great. So we don't have any more questions.
Okay.
So let's wrap up. Thank you for joining, Akshay. Thank you everyone
Okay.
for joining to third week of Android development track by Developer Student Community, Mozilla Durg and KUG Durg present Developer Days, platform partner Devfolio, authentication partner Savo Labs, and supported by Script Foundation, streaming partner StreamYard. Thank you for joining, guys. Have a great day. Bye bye.